is Amelia Mary Earhart. Most people know me for being the first woman to fly across the Atlantic, but let's start at the beginning. I was born on July 24th, 1897 in Atchison, Kansas. I lived with my grandparents when I was a child, but my adventures didn't start at adulthood. When I was a kid, I did things like building roller coasters and sledding under horses. I really started getting into action when I quit college to become a nurse in World War I. After that, my father took me to an air show and I decided I needed to fly. I started lessons and bought my first plane 5 months before I got my license. Then I was invited by 2 other men on a flight across the Atlantic Ocean, which made me the first woman to do so. Then I thought, wouldn't that be fun to do all by myself? At the time, it was just a silly thought. Then I married George Putnam in 1931, and he encouraged this idea. 1 year later, I did it. I flew solo across the Atlantic. For the next 5 years, I broke and set records. I also wrote 3 books. Then I did the most daring thing yet. I decided I wanted to be the first woman to fly around the world. On June 2nd, 1937, I departed from Lae, New Guinea. I only had 9,000 miles left, and I had to make a stop on a tiny island called Howland Island. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it. I ran out of fuel, there were no replies to my cries of help, and I disappeared. There was a search for me that went on for 2 years, but I was eventually declared dead on January 5th, 1939. I hope you've enjoyed my story, and I hope I've inspired you to join me in the fun of aviation. Are there any questions?